What we gonna do right now is go back, way back. Shake, give me your friend.
Baby.
What's up? I thought you was gonna start hanging out with the big girls again. What is all this trash? I'm serious. Where you are, not ever. Oh, not the Britney Spears. Hey, how you doing? Oh, but I ain't the little leprechaun. Girl, your wings is so up. You look a mess. All about the big girls. What about the big girls?
Big girl, work it, work it, work. Big and work it, work it, work. Big girl, you done suck all the fat off your ass.
Yo, what up, y'all? Welcome to another edition of Uncle Luke Podcast. We do sports, politics, entertainment around here. We talk some good shit. We have a good time. We keep it a buck. Some people don't like us, but who gives a fuck? Because we tell it like it is over here. You know, and that's what we do. Every now and then we have a guest or two. Somebody pop in, want to hang out with us. But, you know, it is what it is. We get it in and get it over with over here, baby. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I know I had a great weekend. It was a beautiful weekend, actually, for me. I got to go spend some time in Atlanta. Before I went to Atlanta, we won a football game, got our game in, and beat old Homestead. Nice program down there, Coach Knight. Then hopped on an airplane, headed on out to Atlanta, Georgia. Went to Atlanta, did a concert, one music fest. I got to do a concert with my good friend D Nice. D Nice. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit more about it. I'm gonna show y'all some clips of the actual concert. We had a good time. Had a great time. I can't complain. I mean, and then later on that night, went to old Whiskey Mistress. They got a club called Whiskey Mistress in Atlanta. On Sunday night, grown folks, nothing but grown folks, no YNs. And if y'all don't know what YNs mean, that's young niggas. We don't hang out with young niggas because they end up shooting up the party and doing all kind of crazy things. And then you end up on the news in some kind of strange trial. So we don't hang out with the YNs, grown folks. Had a great time over there at Whiskey Mistress. And if you're in Atlanta, make sure you go holler at them folks over there. I mean, it's a beautiful time. Hang out with my man Edrin James. He was over there, and some of the other boys, you know, Dan Tanner and everybody. They showed me some love over there at Miss Whiskey Mistress after the concert in Atlanta. I always hit that. Hung out with my man Jervis. Man, it was a beautiful time in Atlanta. I love going to Atlanta. You know, I gotta go get me some more girlfriends there. So, you know, all my girlfriends I had to let go, you know, because I'm doing a changeover. You know, when you're doing a changeover, you gotta let some things go and then bring some new things in. So fortunately I did not get to hang out with we hung out with some beautiful women, but at the same time, you know, I'm celibate. I know I'm just total celibate, no girlfriends, no nothing in the movement, right? In the ecosystem is what y'all call it. I'm just chilling. One lady told me the other day, she said, yeah, you just want to be single because all the girls after you and you don't want to be with nobody. I'm like, yeah. I'm just playing. I'm just chilling, man. It's all good. Hey, today's show, we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of things. We got a whole lot of things to talk about. I mean, goddamn. These motherfuckers in the NBA going to jail with the mobsters and shit. You know, we're going to have a conversation about that. My man Terry Rozier and Chauncey Big Shot. It's a lot of things going on in that part of the world. I mean, hey, look, football, it is getting real serious. The Shedeur Sanders scandal is amazing. That shit is fucking amazing what's going on over there. And we're going to have a little conversation about that as well. University of Miami got to get a win, but Shannon Dawson told y'all, I'm not feeling him from day one. He's trying to explain why the fuck they can't run the ball between the tackles and why they can't get on the edge. And it was real comical. We're going to talk about that as well. And TikTok. I really want to talk about TikTok because I think that's the new home of women pimping themselves. They got a whole little thing going on. You know, I'm an analytical person. I always go to different places and I analyze shit. And so I've been hanging out on TikTok, which I love the platform. But at the same time, when you go strolling around, you see these girls, and I'm gonna talk about that. So hopefully I can enlighten some of you guys on when you do go over there at TikTok. You know, go at your own risk, but then at the same time you'll have a little bit of good information. But then here we go. G League players leaving the G League and going back to college basketball. That shit is illegal because you have some more time on your clock. We're going to talk about that in a little more. I want y'all to chime in. Go to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook. I'm on X, Twitter, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it. Elon Musk Sanctuary. We're going to have a whole lot of conversations about a whole lot of different things. But first of all, I want to talk about this. The fucking pastor tells all black people, don't go to Target. I know it's old, but I was talking to a friend of mine. It was like, yo, I'm like, I don't get this boycott shit. I don't get this march shit. I'm not marching. I'm not protesting. I'm not boycotting. I'm not doing that shit. But if you say, let me just reel it back. If you say we're going to boycott Target. Okay, fine. I won't go there. But when you say boycott Target, and when you do this No Kings fucking protest, let me just say this. All those people out there protesting are people who did not vote for Kamala Harris. All them white people out there doing this No Kings protest, they could not stomach themselves to vote for the black woman to be president of the United States of America. So what they're doing, they're going out there to protest. Us people who voted for Kamala Harris, when she told y'all everything this man was going to do, we're sitting back chilling, watching all this shit. Venezuelans, Nicaraguans, Mexicans. The lady tried to get y'all to vote for her. White women, white Democratic women who voted for Trump or who didn't vote at all. When you didn't vote at all, that was a vote for goddamn Trump. All y'all want to have a fucking, we're mad. We're upset. We want to have a No Kings fucking thing. Those are the people who did not vote for her. If you voted for her, Kamala Harris, you wouldn't be out there protesting. Your protest is when you go and vote, when you take your ass there and vote. But they couldn't stomach the fact that they wanted to vote. They had to vote for an African-American woman, a black woman. Then you had some of these numbnuts on X. You had these numbnuts on these fucking so-called FBAs, which is fake FBAs, fake foundational black Americans, because real black Americans don't conduct themselves in the way that these idiots do online. Telling people, oh, don't vote for her. She's Indian. She's this. She's that. She's not this. Everything she told y'all that was going to happen is going to happen. That's happening right now. So Trump got the microphone. I'm not mad at nothing Trump did, because I know I went and punched my vote for Kamala Harris. So Trump is doing his thing. We told y'all he was going to do his thing. I'm not mad. I'm not fucking finna get on here and talk some shit about Donald Trump. No. Half of y'all motherfuckers scared of him. Everybody who fuck with him, he going after your ass. That's what he's doing. That's what happens when you fucking get the con, when you get the microphone, when you get the goddamn gavel. You get to do what the fuck you want to do. You put people in the Supreme Court, and when it's time for you to sue and say, oh, this is all wrong, you didn't take your shit to the Supreme Court, and then the Supreme Court, who's packed up with people that he put in there, automatically say, no, he's right. So you can't trust the court. Then you go over there to fucking Congress. You let them hijack Congress. You let them hijack the Senate because you didn't take your ass out there and vote. And so man got all three branches of government plus the Supreme Court. So he gets to do what the fuck he wants to do. So all y'all want to get in your feelings. You want to go out there and have a goddamn protest. Protest your motherfucking self because you did not vote for Kamala Harris. Everything he's doing, she told you he was going to do. Now you want to parade this motherfucking Gavin Newsom, get him all amped up, gassed up. And like, I'm getting ready to know, y'all find me a goddamn another black person, because until white women, Democratic white women, vote for a black person, I'm not fucking with y'all. I'm just saying, I'm not fucking with y'all. If y'all can't support us, then I can't support you. It's just that motherfucking simple. I will sit my black ass out. I'll go to the poll and go vote for all the other shit. I'm not fucking with that. And now going back to not fucking with something and protests and all this, the pastor. Hey, pastor, you come after all these other entertainers but saying that they're not going to boycott Target. Are they riding around, Rick Ross riding around in golf carts and Target and saying, fuck you? Let me just say this, Mr. Pastor. Now you're dealing with a motherfucker who knows politics. Let me say this. When you say boycott Target, I'm okay with that. If Target did black people any kind of way wrong, I'm okay with that. I won't go spend no money at Target. I didn't go spend no money at Target. I ain't fucking with Target. But at the same time, what's the solution? What's the fucking solution? Go to Walmart? When you really look at it, they're all the same. One just have a DEI program and another one don't. So how about this, Mr. Pastor? When you tell us to boycott, because I'm over this boycott bullshit. I'm fucking over boycotting, and I've been over protesting. It's all bullshit. Because when you have a successful boycott, Mr. Pastor, this is what you do. How about getting all your pastors from around the country and you say, we're going to fucking boycott Target. But what we're going to do is we're going to take our churches and we're going to create something similar to a flea market at our churches. We're going to go buy the same products that black people would normally buy at a discounted rate, and we will purchase these pieces of product for all of our churches from around the country, getting the product at a discounted rate. Then African Americans who attend your churches now will be able to buy the same product that they used to buy at a Target and Super Walmart at the goddamn church on Sunday. Similar to a flea market. How about that as a solution? Now you're raising money for the church. I can't say fucking with the church. I can't. That's no. I know Glow. Well, I'm not going to get into that. But that's the same. That's a solution. Or how about, we're going to fucking boycott Target, but at the same time, we're going to look at our Rolodex for successful African Americans, and then we're going to go to the goddamn city and say, city, give us some of that property that y'all own, because we have some successful people in our congregation that is willing to put up the money. Our church put up the fucking money. Instead of building on the church, build a goddamn your own Super Walmart. How about that? Big church guys. Don't fucking tell me about boycotting Target and then I gotta go spend money at Walmart or Super Walmart. I'm just making them same motherfuckers rich. That don't make sense to me. All that old method and old reason and old ways of doing business, that shit out the door. So now come after me, Mr. Pastor, and you're more than welcome to come on here and have a conversation with me about it, because I'm about solutions. I'm not about, jumping out there fucking with the problem. Yes, if Target is a problem, if fucking Chick-fil-A is a problem, and y'all don't want to go to none of these places, okay, fine. So what's the solution? Where's the money going into the African American community? Where's the solution to Chick-fil-A? Where's the solution to Target? Where's the solution to any of these organizations and corporations that we need to boycott? Where's the solution to Donald Trump? The solution to Donald Trump is take your ass out there and vote for a black person. See, you got to understand with the Democratic Party. Democratic Party uses black people. Democratic Party use black people. They will never have black people in control of the fucking party. State of Florida, case in point. They never had a black chair of the Democratic Party in the state of Florida ever. They had a Cuban chair. Manny Diaz, not the Manny Diaz, the football coach at Duke, his daddy. He was a fucking chair. Before they have a nigga as a chair, they have a fucking white, a fucking Cuban dude, a fucking Jewish lady, anybody but a nigga, because that's the whole thing. That's Schumer and goddamn Nancy Pelosi wants to control all the niggas by using the niggas to do what? Stay within the party. I'm gonna tell you, if I fuck around and sit back here and I run for Congress, yeah, I run as a Democrat. But I'm gonna tell you like this here, I'll be running as a Democrat that's gonna do what? Go up in there supporting my people. I will not be going for the old goddamn bullshit. So I'm telling them this right now. So if I do run, what they're gonna do is put their money on a nigga who I'm running against. And I know that's what they're gonna do. So fine. But it should be about bringing money back to the African American community, doing things for the African American community that has never been done, but they don't do that. They just use black politicians, the votes and all that, to support their own fucking agenda. And they don't know that. Why the fuck we so left behind on everything? But we moved the motherfucking needle. I take my black ass right up in there, knock on that door. Trump, hey Trump, I need to holler at you, boss. I need some things for the black people, black community, my community. community that I represent and black community all over the country. Fuck what everybody else talk about. Now I'll get on the other side of having beef with you. If you cutting shit in my community, then yeah, we'll do that. Speaking of that, I'll get back into that once I decide if I'm gonna run or not. I'm gonna have hell to deal with if I fucking run. Tell y'all that right now. Speaking of running, the NBA, what the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all, listen, let me just say this. Y'all thought that people were not going to be, the players were not going to be betting on themselves? You really thought all this money being slung around on all these betting parlays, all this shit going on, and you could actually bet on a player? How many minutes he's going to play, how many points he's going to make. Now he determines whether or not you make your money. I was sitting there looking at someone fucking online, and the young guy that was sitting on the front row told the other basketball player, "Hey man, you gonna fuck up my parlay? I need you to get 2 more points." And the dude was looking back. The NBA player was like, "Come on, man, don't do that shit, don't do it." And the young guy sitting on the front row probably done paid about $4,000. Was like, "Yo, nigga, you fucking up my parlay. I need you to get 2 more fucking points. Can you go to the hole before this shit is over with? Because you're fucking up my bag." Y'all think this shit wasn't gonna happen? That's why they never had gambling. They never legalized gambling before. They never legalized gambling for sports because it's too easy. These guys running around with their homeboys, dead ass broke. Just imagine your homeboy playing ball and you don't want to keep taking care of him. But then he say, "Look, you give him $100,000 and say, look, man, do what you're gonna have to do." And the man say, "Fuck it, I'm gonna bet on the game and I'm gonna bet on you. Hey man, I need you to just fucking say your leg hurt." And you win. That a young man, the quarterback from the second ranked team in college football. Who the fuck is it? Well, Indiana. Early in the year, the Indiana quarterback ran backwards. The game was over. He just needed to run the clock out, but then he ran like 30 yards backwards and took a safety. And motherfuckers lost their mind online. Like, yo, that motherfucker got to be betting. He fucked up my money. He went and took a safety, 2 points. I had to bet. And this dude went back. And it's everything about sports is going to be questioned right now. When you can bet on an individual in sports, whether or not he gets 100 yards, he determines whether or not you win your fucking bet. And so when these people start legalizing this shit now, Congress like, yo, we need to talk to you, Adam Silver. What the fuck are you talking to them about? You motherfuckers is betting too. When y'all allowed this to happen, you didn't think somebody was going to do some slick shit or some players were going. You just fucking fired a referee about 4 or 5 years ago because he was fixing the games. And who was he fixing the games for? Hello? All of a sudden, people just got caught betting. Come on, man. Make this shit make sense. Make it make sense. I just, for the life of me, I don't understand why people did not think this shit was going to get tainted. You got motherfuckers right now in college who can't compete for a bowl game. They're knocked out. Only thing they could do is sit around and try to figure some shit out. Yo, we out the playoff, goddamn, bro. But shit, hey man, let me call up my homeboy, man. I'm gonna send that motherfucker a couple dollars off of this NIL money I made. We gonna double this shit, man. Hey man, you do this. You know that shit going on? You really think that's not going on? And who the fuck is gonna police it? My God. Vegas, NBA, football. But you know what? For the next couple of weeks, you're going to get some good football, baseball, basketball, because everybody fucking nervous right now. Ain't nobody taking no bribes right now. Ain't nobody fixing no games right now. Everybody right now is going to be playing full tilt because they don't want to be fucking investigated for some slick ass shit. So just, it'll be crazy. Speaking of investigations, this is a rough one. I'm just looking at all this shit online and seeing that Willis McGahee got banned. Why the fuck did Willis McGahee get banned from University of Miami football games. I gotta ask more questions. I gotta look deeply into this because I'm sitting there looking at a bunch of clips the Never Shapiro show, and they're talking about the man been banned. This dude lost like $30 million playing in a bowl game that he shouldn't have played in. He didn't have to play in. And so the man reported that he had a conversation with the athletic director last Friday, and he was informed that he was banned from the games because he was doing a podcast with Never Shapiro. What? I'm like, what? When does people get banned for podcasts? Now, if you're talking negative about the program, which I don't think Willis would do that, that's kind of hardcore and a little bit petty. Speaking of petty, let me just say this. Speaking of fucking petty, that motherfucker in Cleveland, the goddamn head coach in Cleveland, he is petty, uppercase, all uppercase. You talking about petty. This motherfucker actually hates Shedeur guts. He hates to even talk about Shedeur. He hates to even mention Shedeur's name. I can't believe I never seen no shit like this in my life. Sports right now today, I'm totally fucking confused. I'm totally confused. The best players are not playing. There's no rotation going on. Only person fucking rotating people is Lane Kiffin. His quarterback got injured. He put another quarterback in. The other quarterback is winning, and the other quarterback is getting some spot play right now. Looks like he lost his job. Everybody else don't do that. They pay these motherfuckers and they just say, we're going to play you, and the one who's getting the most money, they just keep throwing the ball to them. Speaking of the University of Miami, Jesus Christ. Petty, this head coach, I did some, I say, he has to want to get fired. Kevin Stefanski. He wants to get fired. I'm the belief that he wants to get fired because in 2024 they extended him. Nobody knows how much money they extended him for. And if they fire him, he'll probably get all of his money guaranteed. He'll go somewhere else, be an offensive coordinator, because he's not going to get another head coaching job ever in his life for the travesty that he's doing right now. Because any fan base will fucking lose their mind if they parade this motherfucker up in there talking about, oh, new head coach Kevin Stefanski. They'll be like, oh, hell no, not Mr. Petty. Can't believe this shit. I really can't believe what this guy's doing and what he's getting away with it. He has a general manager. I will fire that motherfucker. So help me. You got motherfuckers that been fired for less than that. This man is committing malpractice, coaching malpractice, in my opinion. How in the fuck can you do that? How in the fuck can you let this man continue doing what he's doing and all these people making up these lies and narratives? Thank God for Mary Kate, the reporter out of Cleveland. She's asking the right questions. Well, Kevin, wouldn't it be good to give this offense another look by putting Shedeur on the field? No, we're going to keep doing what the fuck we're doing right now. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Don't ask me no shit like that. You know I don't fuck with no goddamn Shedeur, and I ain't fucking with him. As long as I'm here, they're going to have to fire me over my dead body. Will I let this motherfucker in the game? Fuck that. Because if he get in the game, he light this motherfucker up. He going to prove that I am wrong, and then he going to bring his daddy in here, be the head coach, and I'm out of a fucking job, and I'm looked at as the most racist motherfucker in America. Fuck that. I am going down with Dylan Gabriel. Fuck that. They're going to have to make up their mind and do what they're going to have to do in this bitch. That's what Kevin Stefanski is basically saying. In other words, petty motherfuckers. Speaking of petty and arrogant, man, I'm going to just say it. University of Miami offensive coordinator, I never liked him. I've been on record. I don't like his offense. I've been on record. He wants to go back and forth with the media, knowing damn well them people don't know what the fuck they talk about and can't answer no football questions. But what they do is ask football questions as if they know football. But then the man, he bullied them. He punked all them. He's like, yo, so how the fuck you want me to run the ball? How y'all keep asking me the same question why we're not running the ball. I just got booed by 80,000 motherfuckers in the stadium because we couldn't run the ball up the middle. The man actually, let me tell you what he did. I should have fucking brought the clip on here. What he really did is he threw his running back coach up under the bus. People missed that. People totally missed that. He said, well, we can't run the ball. If we can't run the ball, the running backs are making the wrong reads, and they're not bouncing out when we're supposed to bounce it out, and we had to block it, and then things change and all that. That motherfucker just threw the goddamn running back coach up under the bus, the 12-year-old. The GA running back coach who was at Ohio State. And at 1 year, he was at UCF and then South Florida. Then he got a job here. Still trying to figure out how he got a job, but he threw that motherfucker under the bus. Everybody missed that. Because he's basically saying, I'm running the fucking plays, but the running backs are not running where they're supposed to be running at. So whose fault is that? That's the running back coach. Nobody takes accountability for nothing over there. Here you have the goddamn fucking head coach. Here you have the head coach is the offensive line coach, and his best friend is the offensive line coach. And they're in charge of the run game. We can't run the fucking ball between the tackles. I wish I was in that media room. I was like, hey, Coach Shannon Dawson, the guy who jumps out there and say, I'm praying for Charlie Kirk. The offensive coordinator at the University of Miami who jumped out there and said, I'm praying for Charlie Kirk and his family. Well, we know where you stand at. All these some little nigger bastards that's helped paying your fucking bills. Because we know what Charlie Kirk was on. We know what the fuck he was on. So we know what the fuck you're on, Shannon. So you just gave me more reasons to not like your ass. But even though I don't like you, I love the institution called the University of Miami. And I need you to be successful. But you're not being successful. You fucked up TVD. Anybody want to say that? You fucked him up. The same way you're fucking up Carson Beck. Because Carson Beck is not jazzy like Cam was. Cam Ward was improvised. He was like, fuck this dumbass offense. I am not throwing this ball to where he want me to throw this ball to one person all fucking day. I'm going to throw it over here. I'm going to throw it over here. I'm going to improvise. I'm going to hold this motherfucker, wait till some of this shit open. I'm not going to do the TVD shit like he had the same fucking offense, which Carson Beck looks like TVD. Carson Beck, newsflash. Get your ass on the phone, call Cam Ward and say, how did you operate this offense? How did you run this offense? And pray that Cam get on the phone so he could tell you, look, motherfucker, that shit there is raggedy as fuck. He gonna tell you to throw the ball right here, but look at it, but then go through your progressions. You're gonna have time because the offensive line can block. Now, run blocking, pass blocking, oh yeah, they're gonna let you sit your ass back there. So don't throw that motherfucker to the first person like they tried to throw Carson Beck up under the bus. Talking about, oh, he threw that pick in the Louisville game, the last pick. That wasn't on Carson Beck. That was on Shannon Dawson. Because those people look at film also. Those people at Louisville knew in that situation, they were going to give him a look to run that flat route with that goddamn motherfucking tight end, that goddamn linebacker who walked up to the line of scrimmage on the backside, hauled ass up underneath that shit and intercept that. That wasn't on no Carson Beck. That wasn't on no Carson Beck. That was a great play, great strategy, great looking at the film, knowing the tendencies of this dumbass motherfucker offensive coordinator, and he hopped his ass up under that shit. And he picked that ball off. And everybody went, oh, Carson Beck is throwing the interception. No. That came from looking at film. That came from breaking that bitch down and saying, in this situation, this is what he's going to do because he's predictable as a offensive coordinator. I'm sorry. For the life of me, if I see Malachi run up in there and block a goddamn linebacker again with his little legs going through the B gap, I'm going to probably pass out. I'm not going to have a heart attack. But that's the same fucking play he ran with JoJo and got JoJo fucked up. He sent JoJo in motion and say, run your ass through the B gap and block the linebacker. And we're going to run through there. Do you know how many ways you can get fucked up doing that? And every week he runs that same play. Now he got Malachi in there. Malachi went in there in the Louisville game and blocked the motherfucker because he got the heart of a fucking lion. I know his motherfucking daddy and his mama is tough as nails. He ran in there and blocked that motherfucker and said, bitch, I'm going to be here. And then he got a personal foul. Then what we do? Numbnut, offensive coordinator, what does he do? He runs the same motherfucking play again this week, motion Malachi up in the B gap to block somebody. Now, when one of them motherfuckers roll over his goddamn leg, I am going down there and I'm telling Mario Cristobal, this motherfucker redneck gotta go. I'm going ape shit. You get them fucked up, Shannon Dawson, the best player on the fucking team, by you having them motion in the B gap to block a goddamn motherfucking linebacker. One of them big motherfuckers roll over his little skinny legs and get our boy fucked up. I know something. Oh, you think I'm hot as fish grease right now. And you better spread this motherfucker. Oh, we got number 17. He's doing good. Oh. Bitch, we got all kind of motherfucking players on that roster. We don't need to be throwing the ball to just one person. Yeah, we got one person that's a gangster. But we got a lot of other gangsters on that motherfucking roster. Oh, look at two. Oh, he's looking great. No, that motherfucker been good. Two been good. If you don't give these guys an opportunity to get on the field and show what they can do, then everybody wants to sit there and say, oh, he ain't playing good. Oh, he ain't shit. Oh. But then they go to LA or SMU and they go to the NFL. Huh? Here we go. Better get that shit right. Don't lose no motherfucking game. Tell y'all that right now. Don't fucking lose. Y'all think they were booing in there the other night. Get that shit right. Tell you that right now. Everybody's shit gonna be on the fucking door. It's my word. Speaking of everybody's shit on the door, Donald Trump, what the fuck you doing? Why you tear down the East Wing? Because I can do it. Oh, God. Donald Trump tears down the whole fucking East Wing. Fuck that. I'm going to make me a big-ass ballroom where you bitches going to have to live with that shit for the rest of your fucking life. Fuck it. I'm tearing the motherfucking East Wing down. I can't make this shit up. How you... Trump gets in there. They say, are you going to fuck with the actual structure of the White House? No, I would not do that. Sacred ground. Black people built this motherfuckers. The slaves built the people's house, the White House. We never took. That's a national monument. That what they call it, where you can't fucking touch the structure of historic places. Like they have historic trees that you can't even touch the motherfucking tree. You go out there fuck with an owl. Like I told a lady, she had owls in her backyard. I'm like, don't fuck with them owls. They will come get your ass and lock you up, put you clean up under the motherfucking jail. This man fucking is tearing down the White. That bitch gonna tear the whole White House down. Trump gonna tear the whole fucking White House down and say, fuck y'all. I'm rebuilding this bitch. From here on out, this will be Trump House. They're gonna rename it. He gonna rename that motherfucker like he did the Pentagon. Talking about the war machine. Oh God! Hey, this fucking Trump off the fucking chain. Hey, Trump is Trump off the chain. Trump said, "Fuck y'all," and the man went and put two people who was after him in jail. He put the black lady in jail, put Comey in jail. Comey out. Fuck Comey. Comey. Hey, look, I'm not. Listen, you fucked up Hillary Comey. See, and all them people, Comey, you were down with Trump. And then you crossed him. You were down with him. You fucked up Hillary. And then he kept you for fucking up Hillary. And then he got you. So now you get your ass again. Hey, shots out to Donald Trump, our president. My man, don't come fuck with me, Trump. I'm down with Trump. Do not come fucking with me. I just think it's funny because, hey, elections have consequences. I keep telling you motherfuckers that. The man is the president. He gets to do what the fuck he wants to do. And y'all can sit over there and be mad. I'm not mad because I know who the fuck I voted for. I knew what the fuck was going to happen. So he's tearing down the White House, doing all kind of shit. Amazing. So they're going to take a clip off this and say, Luke say down with Trump. Nope. Do what you want to do. Make up your own shit. Speaking of making up your own shit, boy, that place TikTok. TikTok is a fucking whorehouse, in my opinion. It's women pimping themselves. I know y'all saying, oh, that's kind of harsh, Luke. Why would you say something like that? It's women pimping themselves over there. They are pimping their fucking self over there on TikTok. And I'm here to tell you, here's what they're doing. I need some water on this one. Here's what they're doing on TikTok. These little young girls, very attractive, they get on TikTok and they play old school music. Who likes old school music? Who are you attracting with the old school music? Who are you attracting? You're attracting old men. You play the old music. They playing in Charlotte, the Chicago, and they playing the motherfucking Herbie Hancock. They playing the good old fucking music. They playing Olympic runners. You see these young, pretty ass girls playing this old school music. You're strolling right along, and then you stop. And you listen to what they got, what they're talking about. They're baiting old men, old gullible men in to go to their page, be their friend, spend money. Hey, Bob. And they make them feel like they really feeling them like that. Hey, Bob. Hey, Frank. How you doing, Frank, today? And then Frank is spending all this motherfucking money. They pimping over there. And they making Frank think that they finna get with Frank. They pimping themselves over there. That's like what that fucking thing is, OnlyFans. It's like OnlyFans going on over there, but on TikTok with a bunch of motherfuckers with their clothes on. Mad pimping going on over there. They got the little Spanish girls can't even speak no fucking English, and they are on there playing old school black music. Debate in the old black men. Oh, you want your little exotic motherfucking Spanish chick? They play the music and then they start talking nice to them, and before you know it, they done spent all their fucking money. I did a little extensive research on that, and I found that to be very, very interesting. So Instagram, you got all the mannequin women. Fucking mannequin. They look like mannequins. BBL. Instagram is BBL. TikTok is young girls trying to lure in older men to fucking rob them to take their money to spend money on. Then you got the OnlyFans. Y'all know what the fuck that's all about. Then you got X. Them people toxic over there. On Twitter, everybody toxic. Everybody mad at everybody. Everybody have a problem with everybody. YouTube is somewhat of a safe haven. Facebook is a bunch of old people. It'd be amazing on Facebook. Them old women be sending me they DMs, and I'd be like, "Child, please." I can't do it. Listen. I'm an older person, but I just can't do it. Save on Facebook, please save your pictures. Don't send me no pictures. Please don't send me no pictures on Facebook. I can't do it. I really can't. I should be broadcasting live on Facebook. I don't see anybody on the Facebook page, but it's bad over there. Bullet wounds and everything. It's like, God damn, baby. The young girls still like me. And I'm trying to get away from these young girls. I think I might have. I think I might be working on something. Speaking of working on something, how the fuck did the G League players get to go back to college after going to the G League and playing Is that fucking sick or what? So you go play in the G League and you get to go back and play in college? So what's going to happen? You play in the USFL and you didn't make it in the NFL, you're going to get to go back and play football? Is that next? You playing in the AAA or the single A and you didn't make it to the big show, you're going to get an opportunity to go back and play college? I mean, make this shit make sense. They doing a little too much. They doing a little too much right now. They're doing G League players able to go back in college and play. That's not cool at all. That is not cool. Yeah, they can go back in college, but come on, man. Let's be real with this shit here. That is insane. Speaking of insane, I want to show y'all something. This is the time of the show where I do Uncle Luke tell stories. I'm going to start telling stories, and I'm going to show y'all some videos in my archives because, see, that's nostalgia back there. And I have a deep archives with a lot of footage because I was the original one doing podcasts. Didn't know there was podcasts. Didn't know it was even called that. But I did the Luke Peep Show and the Freak Show, and I sat down with some great artists. I sat down with Biggie Smalls, sat down with Aaron Hall, sat down with Tupac, sat down with you name it, Jay-Z. I sat down with everybody and was able to do what? Interview them. And so I was thinking, I have all this product. I have all these interviews and I'm not doing nothing with it. Like, sit down and have a conversation with Lil' Kim. All these people. Now, here is a clip of me sitting down with Tupac Shakur.
Tupac in the motherfucking house. Yo, it's me, Luke, and it's Hennessy and Coke. And the Moet. It's 4 niggas up in here. In the fucking Moet. Yo, this is the Raw show. You know, I can't even put my man. I gotta put my man in there like that there, you know, because we do that shit wild. Or you be beeping everything. Hell yeah. I be like, beep, 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 beep. So a nigga can talk his mind, say what he want to say. On this motherfucker here, you can just do what you want to do. Up in this bitch with Luke. Look out for the album. Johnny J. Tupac. One of my producers. Hey, I got this album right here, baby. It's called You Change. Double album, Christmas. I'm going to tell him right now. If you let a nigga talk, I'm going to tell him right now. I'm going to tell him right now. Can I tell him right now? Can I tell him right now? Oh, all right. Can I tell him the X-rated version? Tell him my friend. Can I tell him? All right. I got some fat shit. A nigga was in jail for 11 and a half months. I came out with a lot of shit to talk about. I went in the studio straight from jail, 20 songs, double album, Euthanasia. I got a song with Nate Dogg, I got a song with Roger, I got a song with George Clinton, I got a song with Dre, I got a song with Snoop, I got a song with Corrupt, Jazz, Rage, Faith from Bad Boy.
Stand up, make a fuck for a buck and pay her half of what she worth.
I got all this fucking footage. I got all this footage. I did these shows. See, everybody's making it seem like they just started doing this shit, but listen, granted, I was on to some shit. I was really on to some shit. That shit was hot. I mean, it was incredible. These shows, I have all this footage. So what I'm going to do is get all this footage. I'm going to do my podcast. And every night at the end of the at the end of the show, it's gonna be story time with Uncle Luke. And I'm gonna show you clips of me interviewing these guys back in the days. And you get to see this. This is footage that you would never, that if you watched the Peep Show 100 years ago, then you would know. But it's young people who want to know about Tupac. It's young people who want to know about Biggie Smalls. It's young people who want to know about Jay-Z before Jay-Z became big. You know, I interviewed Jay-Z on the strength of Biggie. I interviewed Jay-Z on the strength of Biggie. Biggie was like, yo, man, this dude here, man, who hanging out with me is going to be the next big thing. Biggie told me that. God bless his soul. He said, Jay was just one of the guys. You know how you see all the guys hanging out with the big rapper, he's the big rapper, and you see a crew of people, and in them crews be other guys who trying to get on, who trying to be big time rappers. And in Biggie's crew, it was Jay-Z. He would hang out with Big. And so Biggie said, look, interview. Jay ain't had no record. I'm interviewing people like Lil Kim, hot as fuck, Biggie, Tupac, all these big time people, fucking on the Luke's Peep Show. I'm interviewing all these top of the line people. And then when my homeboy say, man, interview my guy, that's why y'all see the video, and I got it right there. I ain't gonna cue it up. When y'all see the video of me interviewing Jay-Z, Jay-Z wasn't big then. That was on the strength of Biggie Smalls saying, man, look out for my homeboy. Put him on the show. And I put him on the show. That was a show that was featuring a guy who went to high school with Puff Daddy. And he had some choice words to say. And Puff Daddy called me up and said, please don't air that. He was like, Luke, please don't air that. And I showed Puff love. And I didn't air it because the guy had some interesting things to say. And I told people look, y'all got to cut that out. Which I'm not going to discuss what was said. But at the same time, I interviewed all these different types of people. Sat down, like y'all see Club Shay Shay, and he's sitting down with these people. No, I've been there, did that. We was doing that on the Peep Show. So I got all this footage, and that's what I'm going to do. I was like, man, I need to introduce this shit to the world. It'll be so amazing that people can sit here and be like, yo, this nigga just interviewed Tupac, and this is what Tupac had to say. We're going to bring him back from the dead. He just interviewed Biggie. Everybody hears about the beef with Biggie and Pac. I interviewed them to squash the beef. Most of y'all don't even know about these interviews, and I got all of this archives. So that's what you're going to get on this Uncle Luke podcast. Because I got the content. I got content. I got content. I got so much fucking content. Oh, damn, I'm supposed to be doing a motherfucking interview here. Little Kim with no breasts. I'm not going to show y'all that on this episode. Because I came up with this idea. I'm going to create this show to rival Playboy. I called it the Luke's Peep Show. I'm going to go interview all these artists who talk about sex, and I'm going to put them in their element. And we know Jay-Z wasn't talking about sex, so Big say, interview my guy. But then I was interviewing all kind of artists, and we got it in. We got good conversation. That shit was done before Shay Shay. Everybody think they just inventing everything right now. Motherfuckers think they say, oh, it's twerking. No, it's popping that pussy. It wasn't no fucking twerking. We've been doing that. We invented that. Hello. But I ain't gonna sit here and fuck with y'all about that. It's about time for me to get off of here. I'm doing too much right now. It's another edition of the Uncle Luke podcast. Make sure y'all check me out, like, share, and subscribe on my YouTube page channel. That's Uncle Luke TV. Go over there, sign up so you can get all your new editions of the Uncle Luke podcast. Twitter, I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Uncle Luke Real One. Uncle Luke Real One on X. On TikTok, I don't know who the fuck I am on TikTok. I think it's Luke 305. That's where I'm at. But we try to do the show each and every week, at least 3 times a week. I should have been on yesterday, but I flew in from Atlanta, Georgia. I did a show out there. Speaking of doing a show at the One Music Fest, I got to give a special shout out to my man D Nice. D Nice, who saved us in quarantine, because every time he hopped on, millions and millions of people zoomed in, tuned in for us not to go insane, to listen to good music, to dance around the house while we were in quarantine. So I was so fucking honored to be able to perform with him, for him to ask me to be a part of his set, you know. And hey, look, we had a great time. And here's a recap of what we did right here. This is my man D Nice. This is the motherfucking one right here. He saved all our fucking lives in a goddamn pandemic. Y'all give it up for D Nice. You see, I kept trying to take my jacket off. It was cold as fuck because I wanted people to see how slim and trim I got. All this running and everything. But I had a great time. Atlanta always showed me love. I love Atlanta to death. We had a great time. D Nice, my brother, I really appreciate it. But into the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a great rest of the week. I'll be back probably Thursday. I'm definitely going to be back Friday right here on the Uncle Luke podcast. Thank you for joining me tonight. And until the next time, peace, love, and happiness. Peace.
Pull out the stick, come shoot that. Booty poke out like a book bag. Booty poke out like a book bag. Pull over ass too fast. Carisha gonna bring that Uncle Luke back.